What's going on, people, and welcome to Mad About Football. I hope everyone's doing well, feeling great, and keeping safe. Joining me as always is Kamal. What's going on?
Excited to talk about football.
Excited to talk about football,
I'm
indeed.
always excited to talk about football, man.
Today we'll be reviewing our predictions from game week 10, I think
11,
it was?
11.
11.
11.
Sorry, from game week
Yeah,
11.
no, the week's all mega
Yeah.
the same, but we'll see.
Yeah. Let's get started with the first game, which was Burnley versus Everton. You predicted a 3-1 win to Everton. I predicted a 1-1 draw. Yeah.
I know. See, we've been saying any points for Burnley at the moment are very good points, right?
Yeah.
And for them,
especially against Everton as well.
And see, they weren't the best team against Everton. Everton really played very well. They attacked. Burnley had chances, had opportunities, but Everton towards the end dominated the game more. They had more shots, more possession, more passes and whatnot. But Everton, they were very slow to start. They started very, very slow.
Yeah.
Decore giving away the ball in the midfield, and then which leading to Brady scoring 3 minutes in, right? Maybe Pickford could have got something to it. I think it could have been down quicker, but hey, who knows? It was a good game, both sides. I think Richarlison coming back into the squad now, even though it's been a couple of games, has really shown them what they've been missing the past couple of months.
He gave the assist to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Another goal by Dominic Calvert-Lewin as well. He's been on fire.
And the thing is, they're all from open play for him.
Yeah.
Right? They're not penalties.
I feel like James Rodriguez now has quietened down a bit, especially in the last, 4 games now. And Everton, again, still hasn't won a game in the last 5 games. This is their 5th against Burnley, and they haven't had a win yet.
At least they're getting some kind of points, at least.
I guess.
But they're dropping down fast, man. They're dropping down fast.
They sure are. Where in the ladder are they?
They're sitting 9th. They're sitting equal 10th.
Yeah,
equal
with
10th
with Wolverhampton.
Yeah. Serious talk anyway. but also now Villa have 2 games in hand on everyone else who are sitting 12th. So if anything, they could drop down to the bottom half of the table with, another draw.
Well, yeah, it depends on who they're playing against. Have a quick look at who they're playing against this week. This week they'll be playing against Chelsea.
Oh, that'll be a big game.
And then the week after, it's against Leicester. And then the week after that, it's against Arsenal. So they have 3 big games coming up. And I don't really see them getting any points. Maybe against Arsenal.
And then they've got Sheffield. Sorry to cut you off. After that, they've got Sheffield, which maybe could be a win. But then they've got Manchester City.
They have Manchester United before the Sheffield game.
No, don't. Do they?
Yes, they do. After Arsenal, it's Man United.
No, after Arsenal, it's United versus Leicester.
Okay.
Match day 15, So match day 14 is Everton Arsenal. Match day 15 is United Leicester, Everton Sheffield.
That's weird because I'll share my screen now on my FootMob. It says that it's.
Are you sure it's Premier League? Are you sure it's not another cup?
I will show you now. Maybe it's a cup. I think it's a cup. Maybe
might be a different cup.
Let's have a look.
It'll say it at the bottom. If you're on football.
No, it doesn't really say. It's the EFL Cup. Sorry, EFL Cup. Sorry, yeah. So they play Sheffield United and then they play against Man City after that and West Ham.
No, they play Sheffield and then United.
Man City. Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be a tough couple of months for Ancelotti on top.
Yeah, definitely, and he should be winning some of the games that he drew and lost to in the previous month.
Yeah.
Like Burnley, should have got 3 points for that. They've been a bit unlucky in the last month or so, I'd say. Mm-hmm. All right, then we're going to move on to the next game,
which was Manchester City versus Fulham. I was so close to getting my prediction right on this one.
Yeah, we both had the same prediction. We both said 3-0 to Man City.
You were thinking it was going to be the same as the Burnley game, the 5-0.
No, I didn't say another 5-0. I just said that it's going to be a thrashing, and you know, I did have a feeling it's going to be 3-0, but you know, they scored 2. It was 2-0.
Well. Fulham did not show up to this game at all. They had 6 shots in total and only 1 on target. So a very, very quiet day for Edison. I thought Raheem Sterling coming back into the squad was a very big boost for them. John Stones
taking over Laporte's position.
Mm-hmm. Important in the middle. I'm pretty sure did Aguero come on? No. No,
he didn't.
Pep didn't do any subs.
No subs, yeah.
No substitutions. In a game like this, just play your youth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's not really much to say. Manchester City just being Manchester City and just dominated.
And De Bruyne finished it with a penalty. I was
penalty, yes.
And that was it, really. There's not much to talk about in this game. I feel Rodri played good, but then again, it's against Fulham. I mean, they're relegation candidates, and you have to expect Man City to be dominating games like these.
Exactly.
We'll just move on then to your boys versus West Ham United.
Yes. What were our predictions?
You predicted 2-0.
I know. I should have said 3-1. I've always said 3-1 for us. For
that reason. I predicted 2-1. Fucking Rashford had to score the last goal, didn't he?
Mate, Rashford. All right. So first half, non-existent at all. His lineup confused the hell out of me. Right, a 4-2-3-1. Right, a 4-2-3-1 with Pogba and McTominay sitting in front of the 4. Van der Beek, Greenwood, Martial. Martial's been absolutely shocking. His forms disappeared. Right.
Yeah.
Rashford, Cavani and Martial
played.
Out injured. They got injured. We rested Bruno and Rashford for the
Leipzig.
The Leipzig game, and look how that was, right?
Yeah.
And we won't talk about that. But I think this formation was a very bad formation. I don't think it suited us at all. Good for Dean Henderson to get his first start, very good for him.
Yeah.
Ole made some good substitutions at half-time, brought on Pogba, brought on Fernandes, who's just absolutely demolished it.
Yeah. And Juan Mata came on as well.
Juan Mata, which he done very well as too. Juan Mata is he doesn't get that much games, but whenever he does play for us, he always shows his work.
He does. He gives 100% all the time. He tries to make an effort.
I've talked to a few people during the week about this player. Pogba scored the very first one, which was a very nice goal, you know?
Yeah, it was a nice goal. It reminded me of a goal of when he used to score for Juventus back in the days.
Yeah. Greenwood had a very, very nice goal. I thought I liked Greenwood's one nice. That little touch and then turn, he hit it very, very well. Rashford always proving why he's a fucking star boy. You get what I mean? Always proving why he's this star boy. But my problem is we didn't show up the first half, right? We got lucky that this was West Ham, and as they are been very good this season, they're not. They shouldn't be our quality, our level.
You know what they did? They did have more shots than you guys. They had 19 shots.
but we had the exact same on target. So
That's true.
on target. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
If it was a different team, if it was Manchester City, this game we would have been done by halftime.
Look, you were lucky. This game was an away match and not at Old Trafford. But your away form has been good. I think this is like 9 games now.
Yeah, 9 games, and look at it. Ole has won 4 on the trot.
Yeah.
Not drawn. He's won 4 games.
Yeah.
Since our last loss, we've boosted up to 6th with 19 points. We've got a game in hand. If we win that game in hand, we jump up to 3rd. Which
third?
You're
no,
third.
I think you'll get 4th because of goal difference.
We'll be tied for 3rd.
Yeah, because of goal difference, I don't think you can match 14.
Well, you never know. By the time we play our game in hand, you never know what Chelsea's form, anyone's form. So tied for 3rd, which if you told me this after we got pumped by Spurs 6-1, I wouldn't believe you. But hey, a win's a win. We go with 3 points. It was a decent game. We always turn up in the second half for some reason. But yeah, no, I'm happy. I'm happy.
Looking forward to the derby next week?
No, not at all. We're going to get absolutely spanked.
Let's see what happens anyway. It should be interesting. Yes. All right, let's go to the next game. Leeds versus Chelsea.
Yes.
You predicted a 2-2 draw. I said a 3-2 win for Leeds United. And how wrong. We got that very wrong.
I don't know what it is with Giroud, but like he just finishes. He just bags for Chelsea. Like you don't expect someone like Giroud to be scoring all these goals for them.
Yeah, you know I never even during his Arsenal days, I never really rated him. I always thought he was just a big player who didn't really fit. But like his hold-up play was very good for Chelsea. He'd done bits. He could have scored a hat-trick in that game, but a lot of his shots weren't on target.
Yeah, and he had scored 4 in the previous in Champions League.
That's right
for them as well. Yeah, right?
I think we get Sevilla.
So this was, and you think about it, and what stat I love going back to for Giroud is the 2018 World Cup, where he played all their games.
It scored nothing.
Did not have one single shot on target. Did not have a single shot on target.
Yeah.
In 8 games, bro. 8 games.
Yeah. But it seems like...
You can't say anything to him. Why? Because he's won the World Cup.
That's true.
It doesn't matter. They won the World Cup.
They won the World Cup. That's true. 100%. But it's kind of funny because in this game, all the players went through Oliver Giroud. Like all the players ended up at his feet and him taking shots.
Well, that's how he likes to play. He can't run. He doesn't have the pace.
That's true. Yeah.
He doesn't have the pace. I think Ziyech is killing it every week. The more he gets fitter, the more he's just getting so much better.
He's now injured.
Shit.
He got injured against in the Leeds game around the 45th minute. The first half, Ziyech and Reece James were just bossing that right-hand side.
Reece James, the overlapping he had done is very good. I like Reece James.
They like their chemistry together is excellent. Those two look very, very dangerous together on that right-hand side.
Timo Werner, he's finishing. Yes, I like him as a player, but he needs to finish those easier options.
Yeah, he had so many chances, like 6 yards out, can't even finish.
Yeah, but then he'll do like very good runs, and then all of a sudden he'll score worldies, right?
Yeah,
and you can only do that for so much. Like you have to finish those easy ones.
That's true.
I think someone who's been very underrated for Chelsea at the moment, and there's 2 of them, but this guy more is Kai Havertz, right? I feel he's just hold up play and picking those passes which will lead towards the goals and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think he's doing very, very well for them. And I feel like he's not being mentioned as much.
Yeah, I feel like Lampard now has found a good position for Kai where he sits a bit deeper. He isn't the number 10, and they let Mason Mount be the number 10 in the midfield. Yeah. And Kai Havertz is just behind, like in between Kante and Mount, as like the box to box sort of player who's doing the up and down running and passing in between plays. Like like all the plays start with Kai.
Exactly. Do you think the 4-3-3 is Chelsea's best lineup?
Yes, 100%. Yes. Especially with Kurt Zouma and Thiago Silva now as their main centre backs.
I like Kurt Zouma. I feel like he could improve in places, obviously, but anyone can. But I think eventually, with more experience, he's only going to get better.
That's true.
And if you put a better centre back, like if Thiago stays, or you get a better centre back to come into January with him, I feel like he's just going to keep getting better and better.
Yeah, 100%. I have to agree with you there. He looks like he fits, with Thiago. Thiago has the more experience and the more adapting to positions more, and I think Kurt needs that leader that leader next to him to tell him what to do and to learn from. Because Kurt still needs to learn on where to be positioned on the pitch. But he scored a nice header. It was a very good goal.
Very nice header. I felt Leeds didn't show up also. We'll mention that. Leeds didn't show up. I felt that they didn't really have much of a game plan. Like I feel in some of their mind states, it's just attack.
Yeah. And
also, we'll come to it when we do our predictions, whenever we do our match day 12.
Yeah.
But the Leeds coach, I'd seen a press conference. He announced his starting 11.
When?
In a pre-match press conference.
He did.
He announced his starting 11, which was so weird to me, which was so confusing. But he announced his starting 11. I don't know why he did that. I don't know if it was normal, but I'm pretty sure he announced his starting 11.
Oh, fair enough.
Okay, all right, we'll move on to the next one.
Move on to West Bromwich Albion versus Crystal Palace.
This game.
We both had different predictions. You said 2-1 to West Brom. I said 2-0 to Crystal Palace.
Yeah, and you got it, I guess.
I didn't get the score line, but I got the win.
You got the points. Yeah,
I got half a point. But this game was pretty interesting. 5-1. It ended up to Crystal Palace.
See, this proves how much that Crystal Palace rely on Zaha.
Yeah.
Right? Because half their goals came from Zaha, and he scored 2 of them as well. Right? Half his assists and whatnot. They played through him. They got very unlucky with the own goal. West Brom. It was a very unlucky own goal. They came back into it, and then I felt like West Brom just collapsed after they conceded that red card. It was a very unlucky red card. I don't think it should have been a red card. There was a bit of a lash out, but
he held back. Yeah, he was pulling back.
Held back. But in his eyes, I think in the ref's eyes, he'd seen that there was a lash out.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if he held back or not. It was a lash out to lash out.
Yeah, I can't remember who.
Unlucky. Yeah.
I can't remember who it was that he almost kicked. I can't remember who it was, but I felt like Pereira was
doing very well for them.
I mean Pereira during the incident. I feel like Pereira he had his legs up as like an instinct to protect himself because he thought
it's Van Aanholt also. Sorry,
because he thought Van Aanholt was going to fall on him.
yeah, okay, I get what
You know what I mean?
But you can see in his reaction that he's he's pulling back, like he's pulling back. But I guess maybe the angle and VAR, I don't know. But also, I completely forgot that Benteke plays for Crystal Palace until my phone pinged. I was like, "Oh, cool! Crystal Palace scored again."
Benteke.
I was like, "Yeah, he still plays for Crystal Palace." Holy shit!
Like, he's still playing football. But you'd be surprised to know that Benteke to me feels like an ancient name now, but he's only
not 30. That's what I'm saying.
But he's only 30 years old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Christian Benteke, holy shit, I haven't heard that name in such a long time.
Yeah, don't know why I know this is because he was sold from Liverpool for like 15 million. And went to Crystal Palace.
And when I only remember his name is because he scored that overhead kick against United when he was playing for Liverpool.
Yeah,
that's the only time I remember him. That's it.
I think that's the only goal he scored for Liverpool.
well, funny fact is that game was the game that we had bought Martial earlier. And Martial, you scored. It was 2-1. And then Martial did that run from the left, skinned Skirtle, and then scored.
Okay.
So that was his very first game. He come on like 5 minutes and then he scored. So that's the only reason I remember that game.
Yeah, fair enough.
But, all right, we'll move on to the next one.
Next game was Sheffield United versus Leicester.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about this second goal. What was our predictions, bro?
You said 3-1 to Sheffield United.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry. You said 3-1 to Leicester. Sorry.
I was like, Sheffield. I was like,
sorry, I had a bit of a brain fart. Sorry. You said 3-1 to Leicester. I said 3-0. You were almost there. If only Vardy scored another one, you would have got the prediction correct.
No. Yeah. I felt Sheffield got very lucky with the first one. Right? Ayuso Pereira scoring the first.
It was a nice goal.
It was very nice. It was a very nice goal.
Yeah.
I felt, bro, Sheffield only had 4 shots, 1 on target. So they were taking their chances, but very, very slow, very, very poor.
Yeah.
I thought Leicester were very. They had more of the ball, but they didn't really do anything with it.
That's typical Leicester. They've been playing like that this whole season.
They had 13 shots, 4 on target. Jamie Vardy, very lucky 90th
minute.
Yeah. And his reaction, the poor corner post.
Yeah.
The poor corner post.
a lot of people are saying that he should get banned. They're saying that it should be a 3-match ban or whatever it was. You know.
See, he had no card prior. You get what I mean? The ref gave him a yellow card for his celebration, but I feel like if it was a red card, it would have been too excessive because, you've most likely scored the winner for your team. You've secured the 3 points.
Yeah. It's a rush of emotion.
It's the rush of emotion, basically, and he's kicked the post, right? The post is made out of plastic. It's completely shattered the thing.
I think people were just saying like it's a disrespect to the LGBT community.
Yeah, but see, have you seen the photo of him writing "Keep up the great work"? Keep up with what you're doing. You're doing great work on the flag as well. So that corner post, he's signed on it. He's like, keep up the great work.
Yeah, fair enough.
Amazing foundation or whatnot.
I
think people are going a little bit overboard. I think that shows emotions of like a true finisher that like you score when you're needed, you perform for your team, you get the goal, and it's just all right. We'll move on to the next one.
Let's go. Next one was.
Yes. North London derby.
North London derby. Tottenham versus Arsenal.
Hello.
I
need a new webcam as well.
Hello. All good?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, I can't wait to talk about this one.
All right,
Bro, Hyun Sung Min's goal.
mate.
Bro, if that's not goal of the season, it's a very early contender.
Man, he gets better and better every week. Every game he's getting better and better. I think Tottenham at the moment, for me, is probably the only team that I'm worried about.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you told me, you were like, and you see, it's crazy because Liverpool Spurs are in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that will be a league, like early league decider, right? Like an early league, like top favorite. You know what I mean?
Because we're both equal on points at the moment, 24 points apiece. We're both equaled first.
Yes. So I predicted, I think it was a 3-1 win.
Yes, you did. You said 3-1. I said 1-0, and the game ended up 2-0.
2-0, right? So Højbjerg absolutely demolished midfield for Spurs.
Beast.
Absolute beast. Harry Kane just finisher, clinical finisher, beautiful. What annoys me about Arsenal fans is the people who saying this isn't a Mourinho masterclass, right?
What?
Right? Yes, exactly. That's what's like. I'm like, what do you mean? I don't understand if you're upset about the result. It's completely fine.
Yeah.
But this was a Mourinho masterclass. Why? Because it wasn't Spurs dominated us. They demolished us. It was Spurs gave the ball to Arsenal and let Arsenal beat Arsenal. It wasn't anything because you mentioned it to me and I watched it and Arsenal only had one game plan. Hit the left, cross it in, hope Aubameyang gets to it.
Yeah.
If not, try it again.
Recycle again.
Recycle, no plan B. I thought Arteta was in the wrong with how he treated Thomas Partey.
Yeah.
Right. Partey walking off the pitch saying, "Can't do it. I'm injured. I'm hurt." Coming back from injury, chucked him straight into a 45-minute game against Spurs, which he knows it's going to be a physical, mental battle. Right. Yeah. Partey coming off the pitch saying, "I need to be subbed off. I'm hurt," and then Arteta pushing him onto the field and saying, "No, you have to keep playing," right? And now Partey's injured. He's going to miss the next couple of games. Yeah. So it's not getting better for Mikel Arteta.
No, it's not.
Right?
No, it's not.
I thought Spurs did everything right. Everything right.
Look,
I've seen the 2 shots Arsenal had on target. One header from Lacazette, which was a very good save from Lloris.
Yeah.
And the other one, I think, was a Saka. It might have been Saka. I can't remember. But it was okay. But I don't know what to say. Heck, all right. Let me say this: you're a professional footballer, right? Yeah. You play for one of the biggest clubs in the world. When you say Premier League, you think Liverpool, United, Arsenal, right?
True.
Top 3 names that come straight to your head.
Chelsea 4th, yeah.
yeah, sure. Well, yeah, okay. Chelsea. If you do not know how to take a throw-in,
yeah,
and you're a professional footballer who plays for Arsenal, you've got to look at yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you've got to look at yourself.
100%.
You can't take a proper throw-in, bro. Like, I'm not saying much. You can't take a throw-in at a professional level. You get taught this when you're a kid.
Yeah.
You get taught that stuff when you're a kid.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
I've been saying that week in, week out. I don't think Rob Holding is a good enough centre-back.
Yeah, we've been saying it week in, week out for the last
And look at Hyun-Sung's min goals. Why was he running backwards and not pushing the attacker?
Yeah. Because Rob Holding's too slow. But then again,
right?
Look, then again, you're going to give Son that much space. he's gonna ping it. And
look what he did.
Look what he did. And he does that. You know, it isn't the first time he's done that. He consistently does that. So you can't really give him that much space and think
you should know. You would have done tactics.
It's like you're just inviting him to shoot from that far, and he's gonna score.
Yeah, Williams shocking normally
again.
Granit Xhaka going back to old Granit Xhaka. Yeah. I will say I thought Lacazette had a decent game. I thought Lacazette was one of the people that was at least trying.
Look, for me, Lacazette, he runs for like 10 minutes on the pitch, and then he looks like he's dying he's dying from exhaustion or something.
Yeah, you know, I get
you. He looks to me like an old man. Just he needs to go back to France or something, or just retire.
Well, Atletico Madrid wanted inside. If anything, I'm saying go to Atletico Madrid. They're willing to pay good money.
I reckon in the summer it was a bad decision to offer Aubameyang a new contract.
Mm-hmm.
They should have sold him for 40-odd million or 50 million, whatever they were being offered at the time by Juventus.
I think it was like 35, 30.
35. Just take the money and put more faith in your youngsters. You know, I like Reece Nelson. I like Emile Smith-Rowe. Eddie Nketiah will do a better job than Lacazette and Aubameyang.
And Pepe.
Look, Pepe was a new signing. There's not much you can do about that. You know,
Bro, Pepe, it's been 2 years, mate. We can start abusing Pepe. All right. We'll move on to the next one because we'll have a lot more to say soon about Arsenal. But we'll move on to your boys, Liverpool versus Wolves. Now, this game surprised me.
Yeah, because you said it's going to end up in a 1-1 draw. Your prediction was 1-1.
Yeah, because of the injuries. Like you started Nico. You dropped Adrian. Adrian don't even play for you guys anymore. You started the kid in goals.
Yeah,
right? The kid. What is his name? Kelleher.
Kelleher,
right?
Yeah.
He's 22 years old. He's a kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I think
you
his
got
name.
Matip. You got Matip, Fabinho, Nico Williams, Robertson. You had Jordan Henderson on the left. Why did he come off? Was he injured?
I can't remember, to be honest.
Right. Henderson came off. You got Firmino, Wijnaldum, Curtis Jones. Right. You had your normal. Jota didn't even play. Jota came on as an appearance. Right. I thought, if anything, this just proved to me that Wolves are bottle jobs. Right? Wolves cannot perform when they need to perform against big teams. They did it last season against a struggling Sheffield, a struggling Arsenal, and they don't perform. When it's the real important games, I think Nino can't pick the proper team. Yes, they were missing Jimenez, but at the same time,
4-0.
4-0. And the only attacker that scored was Salah. You had Wijnaldum who scored, Matip who scored, and you got an own goal at the end, right? Yeah. So you played very, very well. Like absolutely bossed it.
Yeah.
Bossed it.
This is one of the games where we just showed class. It was this game and the game against Leicester. Those two games has been so far the best games for Liverpool so far this season.
And it was good to see Alexander-Arnold back as well.
Yes,
so your defense getting back.
Yeah, it was very, very positive to see Trent Alexander-Arnold getting back into the squad. I feel Henderson came off. It was like the last 10 minutes, and I think it was just resting an important player to play in the Champions League or whatever.
Also, it could have been very different if Wolves had been appointed that penalty. Also,
which penalty?
There was a penalty given for Wolves, but
no, the one where Mane
clipped Connor Cody.
But he didn't.
Yeah,
Connor Cody dived.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It could have been a different game if that had gone through. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but thanks to VAR.
Because I'm pretty sure it would. Yeah, every week you're dissing VAR. I don't know what to say about VAR.
Yeah,
now you're like, actually,
but listen,
I like VAR.
But listen, against Liverpool, VAR has had Liverpool has had a lot of decisions gone against them because of VAR. Probably the most in the Premier League so far this season. Okay.
Well, it would have been 1-1 going into half time, and it was anyone's game then. So
maybe. Well, if the penalty went through as well.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
It was a good game. It was a good game for Liverpool. Kelleher again with a clean sheet. Second game, 2 clean sheets. Because of course he came on against Ajax, and we kept a clean sheet for that game as well.
Yeah. So hey, man, it was good on him. Good games. All right, we'll move on to the next one, which was our final game.
Brighton versus Southampton.
Yes, Brighton versus Southampton.
This game, we both had the same prediction. We both said 2-1 to Southampton.
Yep. And
we got the prediction spot on, 2-1.
This game was back and forth.
Yeah,
right?
This was a very
there wasn't game. Many. There was Brighton 12 shots, 4 on target. Southampton 10 shots, 3 on target. But both same like passes, everything. It was a very just a very tactical game, right?
I felt like injury? Again, James Ward-Prowse with an assist from the corner, I think it was. Vestergaard heading it in. I felt like this game could have gone either way. Brighton, Southampton had I think they had the same amount of chances. Yeah, 10 shots.
Brighton had 4, Southampton had 3. So
basically the same sort of chances. Same sort of possession. Is a few percent difference. But yeah, I felt like Brighton again. They're very unlucky to be where they are. They're 16th, but they haven't played like a team who's 16th. Yeah. They've been playing very well. They've just been unlucky, missing a lot of chances. They can't shoot on target. I feel like if they had a better striker, like an upgrade from Maupay or Welbeck, they would have won. They would have beat you guys for starters. And Southampton carries on their form now. They're sitting in 5th position. Well done to the Saints. And the game ended up 2-1. We got our prediction spot on.
Yeah, so dude. I don't know what to say, but yeah. So yeah, that's all right.
Peace.
Yeah, I remember there was that missing game, Aston Villa versus Newcastle. Because Newcastle had a coronavirus outbreak, so there was unfortunately only 9 games, but it does go back to the full 10 games. Everyone back in action next week.
Yes. This week, I think Newcastle comes, which is weird. I thought there's going to be like lockdown for 2 weeks or something.
No, they had like a month. They had like a month lockdown in England in general. But they're out of that at the moment. So.
Okay. So all the Newcastle players are healthy because I heard there were 5 players who are going to be out with the coronavirus. But I'm not quite sure. Maybe not.
But no, that's match week 11.
Yeah, that concludes our recap of match week 11.
Yep. And
we'll see you guys again for the predictions of game week 12.
Game week 12.
So we'll see you then. Goodbye.
Bye. Goodbye.